So, are you all bedding down for a long rest?
Yes.
Good.
I have already pressed the button.
Fantastic.
So, yes.
That's fine. Your rest will not be disturbed. You can take watches. I can tell you now it won't be disturbed. I think it's fair. Is there anything you'd want to discuss during your long rest? Any particular pairings that would be keeping watch together who could have a conversation? Or do you want to keep going?
I think we've established that Albert does it on their own, and the other two pairings usually fall into I can't remember which way around it is now, but yeah.
Well, Nolan did offer to do the first one with you.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Shivareth and Thomas were keeping watch at the time that Lariel dove in.
I will say, because it's an uninterrupted long rest, that you could be in any particular pairing you wanted to be if there's a particular conversation that you want to have.
If Nolan
after that ordeal that was Lariel Silverhand playing all of you.
Here I am, making a mess by now.
I'm going to say, before we do it, I'm going to say, just for everyone's benefit, there is a spell that Lariel knows that lets you not be readable by insight checks. It's called Glibness.
Lovely. I like that.
It's what it is. It's like a level 8 spell, and it's people can't tell if you're lying, and it's just, yeah.
Actually, that really, right.
I would like to, at some point, have just a quick chat with Naomi.
Yeah, me too. Okay, this is going to be
Join the queue.
I love
Mine can be
the
in the
idea that
morning.
Naomi's like slowly sitting down to eat some soup and just looks up.
Mine can be in the morning, but at
Do
some
you all want
point...
to chat to Naomi as a group? Is this a group discussion?
It's an intervention.
Is it not like during, like it could be like not during watch, like you all just are sat around and someone goes, hey Naomi, we should all talk, and it could be that?
No.
No.
Mine would be, it would be the ideal thing to discuss on a watch.
Yeah, so I'll wait till morning then over coffee to have my chat with Naomi.
I'm trying to avoid you all because I'm going to talk to any of you about the things that I just revealed.
By the way, I love that Shivareth worked in deconstruction. That is gorgeous.
Yes.
What else would an evoker do?
Fair.
Brilliant.
I guess then before Naomi, like tagging over watches, before Thomas rests, would try and take Naomi aside. But I imagine there's kind of a weird, like, he's sort of trying to approach Naomi in a way that not the entire rest of the team is watching, but I feel like the entire rest of the team is watching.
Yeah.
You blowing on soup now? Is that what you're doing?
It's the stew, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is the stew all right?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, good. I'm sorry that was rude of me before.
Yeah.
Oh, did I say this armor fits really well? And thank you very much for that.
Yeah. I don't think you did,
yeah.
but you're saying it now, so you're welcome.
Well, yes. Thank you for that. And you, other than running off and disappearing to kill things and then come back and appear with us, you have actually done nothing that I know of to suggest that you cannot be trusted. So I apologise for jumping to conclusions with you and your affiliations. I hope you can understand why I reacted the way that I did. But also, we do make a pretty good team. And if we are heading up to a mountain to fight a dragon, as well as a lot of hobgoblins, I would like you to be on that team. And I hope you feel the same way.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm contractually obliged to do so.
Right.
So I won't be going anywhere. Otherwise, I'd be in trouble, I guess. You don't have to like me, you know that, right? Like, I work with people I don't like all the time. If it makes you feel any better, you're the nicest guard I've met. I don't really like you and what you stand for. Funnily enough, the reason I am where I'm at is because people dressed like you weren't there with a helping hand, but people were. So that's why I'm stood over here whilst you're stood over there in a city that doesn't care about us. The only thing that really gets us through is whether or not we help each other. And if you say you trust me, I would say don't. Rely on yourself, but help others. Because you never know when someone's going to stab you in the back. But thanks for the apology. Soup's really good.
Some of the other militia that I've worked with have been bastards as well.
Yeah, well,
But I get that, but some of us are really trying, you know. I'm sorry that no one was there for you.
it's okay. You'll live with it.
Well, hopefully not for much longer.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, you're changing my mind about one guard.
And Thomas will toddle off to his bedroll.
That was so intense.
That was amazing.
Hamlin finishes her soup and walks towards the watch.
It's stew.
Stew. She didn't get much of the meat. She
So
just
it's
went
kind of
for the
just,
gravy. Yeah.
Lines are blurred with this cooking. You know the shot in the film where you see two people looking out and they're both on watch, and it's the thing of talking without engaging. Do you know what I mean? It's like saying stuff to the air and seeing what comes back as a response. So it's I feel like I made a bit of a fool of myself today.
And you fell over.
Yeah.
The dog agrees.
And I'm not the leader of this party. I mean, I suppose I am in some ways, but there's a difference between you can't respect somebody who makes a fool of themselves all the time. And I feel like you're someone worthy of respect in many ways. And
I threw up on myself a few days ago whilst midway through a fight. I won't feel too bad about making a fool of yourself. And I chunned it everywhere.
that's very true. You didn't lose my respect after that. Interesting. You're very kind.
How old are you?
Well, it's easy to lose track. Too old.
Well, you'd have thought like somewhere between old and too old, you'd have learned to give yourself a break.
Oh no. Oh no. That would be far too easy. But at the same time, if you're going to survive, you gotta know how to not make a fool of yourself. When it matters, I mean.
You know, you're probably the only one who hasn't really thought of me as something. You know?
You gave me no evidence to assume that you were anything other than what you pretended to be. What you seemed to be. Excuse me.
No, I totally know what you mean. And that's an admirable quality in a leader. You got to take what's there, work with it. And hey, we're all running around, shooting gems out of our fingertips and
Yes.
throwing fireballs and killing ogres with shields. So, yeah.
Yes.
And then, running off and alerting a whole underground city to your whereabouts. So, maybe don't feel too bad. And then she very gently pats Albert just on the side without looking.
Yeah. No, same thing. Yeah.
Up.
It's oh, this is more than I was. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that was uncomfortable.
You're a good soul, as far as I can tell. I don't mean that means you're good all the time, and I think that's very necessary, particularly with what we've got to do.
The survivors, huh?
But I didn't realize surviving could be fun. I think this might be quite fun. Going to steal from a dragon. Makes me smile when I think of it.
Okay. You really need to learn the management of fun. I feel like
let's dive into the deep end. I'm too old. Let's have some
cool.
fun.
Yeah, that's cool. I feel like they stand quietly.
Yes, exactly. Drift off after that.
Oh, actually, I think Naumlin starts playing a game with Hal. I think it's like, you ever played I'm in the business?
No.
And then she teaches them this dwarven game where you make puns out of stupid dwarven jobs.
Cool.
I mean, you have to give an example now.
No, we don't.
I'm in the business, and you ask me what's the business.
What's the business?
I say I make dwarven ale. You say, how's business?
How's business?
It's top shelf.
We wouldn't be top shelf because Dwarven Ale would be
Right.
shelf.
It can be fun. You just got to really dig into it.
Let's while away the hours. Why not?
I mean, Halman, do you have one to give back?
No. Well, I'm also feeling slightly like, am I just taking the piss out of a dwarf with a dwarf here?
No, it's cool if I say it.
Anyway, I don't think I have a response.
So, can we move from that point on to the conversation in the morning, which I believe is going to happen? Any more? We're missing anything?
Well, before I initiate this conversation, I will, as is customary, Corrie has to have a coffee before she can do anything. This time, instead of just making herself a coffee, she's going to look around and be like, anyone else want a coffee?
Nolan's hand goes up.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I'm all right, thank you.
Okay.
I think Albinet's still asleep.
Okay. So Corrie makes 3 coffees, and Corrie makes them at her strength, which is, considering she's tiny,
Okay.
very strong coffee.
Right.
Yeah, and just hands, goes to Shivareth and is like, this one's for you, and presents it with almost a bow, like she's proud that she's done something for someone else. And just like,
Hang on, did Corrie just do something for someone else and go, yes, I did something for someone else. This is special and important to me. Wow.
You got it.
And just kind of is like,
a real kick to it. That's great. Thank you.
and then goes up to Naomi and is just like, hey, let's get some fresh air and drink a coffee outside.
We are outside.
We're always
Are we not still
outside.
in the hut? Jesus, I haven't drank my coffee yet.
No, you're
No, it takes you by the shoulder. It's like, it's okay. We can go somewhere. And then, like, walks to a different spot. So, like, goes,
Are we heading north? You get from the...
So, listen. If you've got beef, if you've got drama, just want you to know, I've always got your back. I will cut. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Lord. Wow.
I didn't mean to say that. I will cut. I will
It's enough.
beat a person on your behalf if you need that.
you serious?
I will.
Like, no one pulls out one of her keen daggers, which are, like, super sharp. It's like, you would take this and stab some.
Wow.
Yeah, if you needed me to, yeah.
You know, you're
Look-
nuts, right? In, like, the best way possible.
Well, I thought, okay.
No. Like, I have had 6 men and 3 women say that to me so far in my life. And you know what? I feel like you really meant it.
Yeah, but you don't need me to do that? No?
I do my own stabbing. But thank you.
Oh, okay. No beef, no drama?
No beef, no drama.
Oh, okay.
We're good though, yeah?
All right, okay.
Cool.
Should I go with the others now?
Yeah. I mean, it's weird that we're here. They're literally there. I'm like, it's fine. It's like, I'm pretty sure they heard the whole thing.
Looks around to see if they hold the whole thing.
it's opaque, the tent. It's got like leaf camouflage. You can't see inside it.
I just see the tent. I don't see anybody's head poking out, kind of friend style. So
Yeah, exactly. None of that.
I'm like, they didn't hear. It's fine.
Yeah, let's walk back in, I guess.
And I take that moment to, when
Right.
they're outside to like sidle over and sit next to Thomas.
Yes.
Hmm.
You don't think worse of me because I'm not like some fancy wizard. I just demolish buildings.
Oh. Oh.
Why would it? You do a lot more than demolish buildings.
No, genuinely, like I just demolish buildings.
I don't think I've ever seen you demolish a building.
Well, not now, but like in my normal life.
Thomas,
I love
by
the
the way,
idea of Shavarth with like a yellow builder's fireball.
sledgehammer.
This is really exciting compared to my normal life. Like if you saw me in Waterdeep, you'd be like really like you think I was really boring.
During all this morning, Thomas has been kind of gently trying to work his shield, which, by the way, we never fixed after it got squished by the trap in the previous series. So it's still got like a... so it's kind of been like trying to... Shavarth has just come up and been like, you don't think I'm boring because I just demolish buildings?
It's awesome.
What? You are one of the least boring people I have ever met. I have worked with some wizards before, and honestly, they've really not been that impressive. They're mostly just hot air talking about how amazing they are, and you actually do the things. You made an iceberg. So I'm told. I was fighting a zombie underwater, but I heard great things about it.
It was a good iceberg until I fireballed it.
Well, exactly. You made an iceberg and a fireball. That's not demolishing a building. That's creating.
Demolished an iceberg.
I nearly drowned myself.
You talk to dead people.
Yeah, really good at that.
Yeah. You do so many amazing things. Not boring at all.
Okay.
Never.
Okay.
Could never
What a
be.
cutie pie.
Okay. Do you want me to heat up your shield so it's slightly easier to bend?
That would be really useful if you could. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to scorching ray it
At this
because
point,
that's the
can
lowest
Nerlin
level
walk
fire
by
spell I have.
with her coffee and be like, I can fix that for you if you want.
Do that.
That would be better.
You're not a firebolt.
Would you mind?
Take a while, but you can do it on the next stop.
Oh, yeah, it's not urgent. It'll still, he clangs it. It'll
Still
still work
kill an
enough for
ogre, will
now,
it?
but
So kill an ogre. Very good.
honestly, I did think about it when we were back down, but then we needed to leave quite swiftly, so, yeah. If you could, next time we have a bit of a break, that would be great, thank you.
Does someone want to
You
kick Halbernet? They're still snoring.
Elves don't sleep. This is what I'm confused about.
Can I go over and like lean my face like scarily close and just wait for them to wake up? Like, morning!
Thank you. Yes, right. Fine. We're going north, right?
The joy is that's how Ed reacts to that exact thing, Anna. You are. Yes, right, fine.
Glad the day's starting like this. Good lord.
Got a coffee, Hal? I think there's some still left in the pot.
No, I'll be fine. Let's get moving. Where are we?
Going north.
Yes, good. Right.
Corey pours another coffee for herself.
Grove.
Are you all going to pack up your camp and make your way further north?
Yep.
What is
I
the
think-
marching order?
As we're packing away the bedrolls and things, Thomas would turn to Halbin and say, "So, what's the plan?"
Wait, not good.
What's the plan?
Good.
Bong!
Right. Yes.
Well, first we bash the ceremonial gong, then we walk.
That's how we begin the morning. Now I'm awake. Right. That's my coffee. Yes, we are heading north, and we're doing it well. Good. I'm very glad you're taking concern of the plan. This is yes.
What is the marching order?
Sorry, Chris. Sorry. I guess if Thomas and Hal are talking about the plan, it probably makes sense that they go.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking. So we
Front.
stride out because not having much of a plan. It's like we are going north, and that is the plan.
Grand.
Do you want us to scout ahead again?
Yes, that would make sense.
I feel like that's totally in character.
I'm going at the back. You know the people at the back get picked off first?
I will go at the back.
But then you'll get
I'll
picked
go by
off
myself to
first.
scout ahead.
Maybe I'll stand next to Corey, and then one of us can't get picked off because we'll both be there.
Yeah, and if you're waving you have like a tail of gems, like with the breadcrumbs.
A tale of gems. Okay.
Eomlin is scouting ahead. I will take up the rear and keep an eye behind us.
But
Right.
then you'll get picked
Oh,
off.
for God's sake. And you have this
I see what
conversation
you're doing,
while you
Thomas.
walk off in that order. Right. Now then, you're scouting ahead. Roll me a survival check.
Not perception.
No! This is a woodland campaign.
And this is a 1.
No, it's not.
Plus
Oh,
three.
no,
No,
you're
it's
not.
not.
But you're not close to me.
Oh, close enough. Close enough, if that's what you want. Close enough.
Let's not do this.
Thank you. So roll that one more time.
For
Oh, that's a
anyone,
lot better.
that's bountiful luck feat.
One
For
more
anyone who's like,
time.
why?
Yes.
It turned into a 21.
Yeah.
Good lord, that's wow.
As you make your way forward and the others join you, Nelman, you start to realize that the ground underfoot is changing. What used to be woodlands, grass, moss, trees, etc. The trees are still there. A lot of the plant life is still there, but everything's becoming a bit more barren. Looking down at the ground, if you lean a bit closer to it and smell, there's a faint whiff of sulfur.
Already.
And you can see ahead of you that this land ahead of you appears to be pockmarked with small pools of standing water, and strange yellow crystalline structures have started making their way up some of the trees and interspersed with some of the grass. None of you have probably ever experienced sulfur flats or anything like that.
I was going to say, that's what...
They are real things.
Nice.
None of you have experienced anything like this, but it is a sulfuric swamp almost. And the ground starts to get a bit claggy underfoot. You avoid the pool of sulfuric water that you would have fallen in. And
Good. Good.
For research.
Absolutely. It is,
eggy.
It's
an eggy smell.
It is, yeah.
If you reach out to grab a crystal and pull, it will break off relatively easily. They are quite brittle, but the smell is appalling. The sulfur smell gets an awful lot stronger as you pull it off. And
I'll take an eggy rock.
I'll put it in vial. In a vial.
Yeah.
With the vial, sure, no problem. You can take an eggy rock if you like. That's fine.
But there's a real thing called a stink stone, which if you hit it with a hammer, it makes a really bad smell. That's awesome.
True, but it's not.
Sounds like a distraction, right, guys?
Yeah.
That's not what you've got. It's just sulfuric. It's just sulfuric crystals. But yes, the trees are still there, but they're clearly dying. And a lot of them have dropped leaves and pins and everything else. And the forest is becoming, as I said, it's still very verdigous. There's still greenery and everything around it, but the trees are dying, and the land is clearly dying. It is very strange and very peculiar, and to all of you, it will feel like walking into a slightly alien environment, because none of you have experienced anything like this before.
Is it something that would come about naturally?
Roll me a nature check. Remember how I told you when you were talking about character updates, where they would need nature checks?
Nailed it.
14.
These can occur naturally. However, it's extremely rare, and the conditions have to be exactly right. And looking around, this doesn't feel like the right environment for it. This probably isn't natural.
I imagine there's something here that is causing this. What might cause this?
On a 12 nature check, you don't know.
14.
On a 14, you don't know.
I mean,
some sort of history.
You've already
Not a dragon.
Dragons have fiery breath, which could sulfur.
You could all make that assumption if you wanted to.
I feel like this is how confidently Nolan says that.
Is there a dragon in the waterway, and it's therefore coming up
If
in
a dragon
trees?
forest.
I suppose it could be sewerage from the dragon, or it could be something else dangerous.
Yes.
What's more dangerous than dragon?
Sulfuric acid?
I'm doing a lot of bleeping. Okay. Do you continue to make your way forward? Do you try and skirt around this area? What's the plan?
Oh yeah. Do we feel this is a worrying place?
Can you find a way through, Nolan?
Yes.
Yeah,
Roll a
you just
21.
have to watch out for a big puddle. But I don't know what you guys think, but I would rather not walk through the stinky swamp.
Perhaps we should avoid it then. If that's what our scout thinks. I didn't mean to call it.
It's more of a preference of smell.
Reasonable.
If you try to circumnavigate it, you quickly realize that this area is very expansive, and any road north is going to head into this sulfuric.
Feels like territorial lines.
No.
DM says no.
Is there anything that those of you with magical abilities could do to maybe make it less smelly for us?
The smell is not that bad. Like, it's a bit sort of under, like, back of the throat, but it's not like poison cloud taking damage, nothing like that.
I can prestidigitate smells for you, but I mean, my sense of smell is awful, so I can't really smell anything.
Can I hold up my smelly stone and be like, can you make this smell like something other than what it smells like.
What do you like the smell of?
That's a interesting question.
Sorry?
Iron.
I make it smell of iron with prestidigitation.
Nice.
No one just sort of like holds this like little rock to her nose for a bit.
Oh.
Sorry.
I could try and waft the smell away with my magical fan.
Once. I'm guessing from the way you're all talking about this, and no one's rolled a stealth check.
No.
Oh.
I said
No.
No longer have to worry about being stealthy when you're alert.
What does alert give you?
It means that I can't be surprised as long as I'm conscious and I've got a +5 to initiative rolls.
Well, then in which case, Nelmlin, something is lumbering through the woods towards you. Many somethings. They've clearly heard you, and they are. You can hear padding of what sounds like something that's quadrupedal, moving towards you, like galloping almost towards you through the trees.
I pull out daggers. I don't drop the stone. I pocket it.
nice.
So none of you are surprised. As out of the woodland ahead of you, charging towards all of you, are 5 owl bears.
No, really?